Hello and welcome back to another episode of Uru Complete Chronicles. We are back here in this like office type place, which actually have we looked out here? I don't remember. We probably have. Right? I'm not sure. We also definitely found this, right? Yes. Just making sure. I don't remember. It's been too long. We opened the safe, the secret safe in the aquarium, and we linked through to this thing, which is not actually a new like age. It's like just a different room or something, a different place within here. I think that's what I gathered from this, at least. I might be wrong. And then if you look out here, what do we see? Nothing. Look through again. I can't move this, no. Okay. Seems very pointless. And actually closing this again. And then looking through is going to be even more pointless, I assume. Yes, good. Just making sure it isn't like a secret message on the curtain that I've missed so far. It's not really a curtain, it's more like a, I don't know. Some weird gate, door, whatever. Who cares? I don't care. I guess yeah, DRC, that's what it was. Right, and then we have these things. This is where we first spawned in here. This is outside. This is as well outside, I think. Then we have this linking book, which I think we tried, and it just got us to like a dead end spot, right? I think that's what happened, at least. I'm not very certain, to be honest. Maybe we actually hit this one instead. Was this used for? Was not used for. Okay, let's go back to this stuff, I guess. Why do I cross my arms when I sit down? So we read this one, right? Yeah, it has appeared on my desk again. I thought everyone was gone. Sandy? If I don't do anything else, I have to find this place before I leave here. So we need to find these coordinates. There's some KI thing, but you don't really know what that means. What else was there? Spy room. I don't know what the spy room is. There's some more info about Phil. Phil setting up there, confident in his ability to return to his Relto at any time. I don't know what a Relto is. That's something I remember. That's the DRC, I think. Yeah. Logo. Dr. Watson, big problems. The house on Noloben is not empty. I met someone there today. His knee isn't great, but I spoke with him for a while. Yeah, his knee, and as we figured, he knows a lot about the creatures, a whole lot. We obviously need a meeting ASAP, Marie. Okay. And this map does not make any sense to me for now. Then you have this thing, which is even hard to look at. And then we have this. Lots of pages here. I don't even know if I want to read it or. So many pages. So many pages. I mean, I do want to read it or, I just don't know if I want to read it or out loud. Because it's just so much. Douglas Sharper. So it starts out in 97. November 14th. Looks like they've agreed to let me take control of Teledan? I don't know. Teledam? Is it I don't know. No, it's an H and an N, right? Time to start a channel officially. Maybe not. Kodama popped in, going on about his inspections in his usual arrogant manner. What a joke. Now it's Watson's turn. Acted as though he was chatting, but I could tell he was looking all over, checking on my progress, or maybe making sure I can be trusted. I'll just get used to it. Time to move forward. DRC isn't going to change anytime soon. Merry Christmas, going up for a few months. Can't take this red tape anymore. Yay for Broncos. Patriots should have been there. Stupid Steelers. Okay, maybe tell them will help me to forget all this. Looks like I'm going to need Watson after all. I found all kinds of journals and notes upstairs that I'm going to need translated. I think Watson is going to let one of his assistants help me out. Sam. Sam is not the fastest translator I've ever seen. I don't think he's even started. Kodama came by again today. Spotted something today. Creature of some kind. Forget the history of this place for now. I've got to see that thing again. Saw her again. Wow, what a beauty. She's very sensitive to sound. Startles like an antelope. I'm estimating she's a good 40 feet. Killer whale type. Hard shell though. No sign of her in this area at least. Sam said he's going to have some time next week. At this rate... She showed up again. I saw her eating. She likes the flappers. Feeds on them. Pretty quick and agile for her size. Surprised me. Of course, those flappers aren't real bright. Those who weren't eaten went right back to the spot and waited for her to show up again. Looks like this place was written in 8990 for the Need Lord Guild of Caterers. 250th birthday present. Wow, if I'm ever 250, someone better give me something better than this place. Sam is busy again. Did get me some more translations though. Seems like the mushrooms were used for some kind of delicacy. To be honest, I'm not sure Sam got that one right. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Not with what I'm seeing. Watson told me Sam is too busy to help me. I'm going to have to learn this language myself or find someone who can actually help me. Watched her for a while today. Definitely feeds on the flappers close to shore. Also feeds on mushrooms. Does she ever feed on mushrooms? Watched her completely destroy one today. Brought the whole thing down and fed for some time. Until scared off by something. Mushroom is gone. Probably sank. Kodama came by again today and I was glad the girl wasn't around. Last thing I need. The flappers like the spores. First, the flappers like the spores. Second, the creature likes the floppers. Third, she's scared to death of loud sounds. If I get this equipment running, she's gone. Heading up in a week, going to try and get this gate down before I go, see if she'll come in while I'm gone. 3 mushrooms were down. Seems all of them were a particular kind. She was in the lagoon. I think I could have taken her out, but not yet. DRC would have a fit. Probably kick me out or something. She's definitely an air breather. Could hear her today, sleeping on the surface. Kodama followed me here and scared the heck out of her. She woke and shot out of here fast. Kodama never saw her. Apparently some new guy is learning the knee and wants to work with me. We'll see. There are quite a few new people coming down. A group from some game company was recently here and there was quite a stir. I met a few of them. Nice guys. Haven't seen her for a full month. I'm going to start working on the equipment here. Can't wait forever and the DRC is getting on me. As though they owned the place. The tower is almost working. Need some tours from the surface. No signs of Shroomy. But the new guy, Nick. Nice guy. This might be real good. Smart guy. Picking up the knee fast. He's going to keep at it, but I gave him some material to study in the meantime. Quick trip up and back down. Tower is working. Nick dropped off some translation and it all matches the old stuff. He's working on new material now. Tower is powered and more projects. These buckets are a mess. So is the elevator. I found some kind of pump mechanism to get the water out. I think all of it will have to wait. Okay, yeah, that's the thing we've been working on at the end of the last episode. Is weird, the elevator thing. I think that's what he's talking about here. I think all of it will have to wait. I'm heading back up for holidays and end of season. Tickets to Monday night game against Miami. Patriots still in the playoff hunt. He's really obsessed with the Patriots. Patriots out. Good. Back down. Nick is more than I could have hoped for. Seems up for keeping the translation out of DRC's hands. I've had some bad experiences with Kodama and Engberg, and in my camp now. Perfect. Apparently, Hinash only owned the age for 10 years. At his death, Deladan was left to the Guild of Caterers, who installed the equipment that I'm working on today. Some of the translation has actually been rather helpful. I think I can get the pump working. It was never meant for water, but I think it would pump out the water. Nick says there's quite a bit about a guild captain, Ventus, who ran the age for quite a few years and directed the industrialization of the place. Did quite a job apparently, although Nick is still reading. Signs of Shroomy, but I haven't seen her for a long time and I'm not going to stop working on the equipment now. Apparently no mention of her in the stuff Nick is reading. Pump works, although I'm keeping the water there. Nice form of protection to the other side, at least until I discover what it was used for. That's Nick's job now. I have my ideas though. Seems as though Ventus installed a gate to keep Shroomy out of here. Didn't like her eating his mushrooms. Good idea. Ventus maybe wasn't so great after all. Ruined the place. Turned it into what we see now. Explains the differences in early descriptions to the later ones. Seems the age was auctioned off, and that's all of the official records. Nick can share those with the DRC, I don't mind. Showed Nick some of the manuscripts I've kept hidden. I'm quite sure I can trust him. He's given the official report to Watson and the others, and is willing to do these extra translations on the side. Good man. Watson, Kodama, and Sutherland came by today. It was pre-arranged, so they didn't see anything they didn't need to. They seem satisfied with the work I'm doing, although the fact that they continue to check on me still drives me mad. They say they want the age ready for visitors relatively soon. I didn't realize that everyone would be allowed access to the place, but why not? I suppose. I'll still have my areas. Big argument today with Watson. Upset I didn't share with him all that Nick had translated. Miscommunication, although I'm happy Nick has kept his mouth closed regarding the other. Regardless, I can't take their nitpicking. I'm heading to the surface for a long trip, returning to Africa again with the fellows. Don't know when I'll be back here. Nick knows to keep things quiet. I've set things up for Shroomy to return and I have plans to bring down some new items. Look forward to returning a long time from now. Then, almost a year later, back to Deladan again. The surface trip triggered some ideas for here that I think I'll begin exploring. Some talk with Engberg might be in order soon. Nick has gotten a load of translations done. I'm going to try and summarize as best I can if I can remember everything. This place was owned by a fellow named Menesmo, maybe? The man apparently got the place cheap somewhere. He started the harvesting of spores again. It seems the age had corrected itself over time. Bread apparently they were making. The same delicacy the knee had raved about before. Made a decent amount of money. However, he was doing lots of stuff in the dark, slave trading. I'm sure Watson would have a fit if he knew this. It's precious to knee. Where they were going we can't find out, but it explains the cages and the whole backside of this place really hiding from maintainers, I suppose. I found some more mention of Shroomy as well. Menesmo saw her pretty frequently. They even found her nest. I'm heading out tomorrow to see. As far as Shroomy herself, she has been here, but was not here when I arrived. Shrooms have managed to disappear, and she broke a walkway on the backside. Have to fix that. Okay, that's a broken walkway. No nest remains. Yes, but she's obviously not been there for a long time. This place is much bigger than I thought. Learned that today. The DRC is getting pretty serious about letting people down here. They have moved to the island and are trying to get portions of the city open for visitors. Moving headquarters to a building there as well. I suppose I'm going to have to get serious about it as well. They're going to make me if I don't. So back to the equipment. Cars are giving me all kinds of trouble. So is this ridiculous elevator, and I don't know why I'm making a quick trip to the surface. Parts. Back with parts. Nick has found out that slaves were going to a place called Rebek. I don't know. Haven't heard of it myself. I'm going to ask Watson tomorrow. Watson has heard of it, says they've been there. I asked how I knew, and I realized it was a mistake to ask about it. Told him Nick told me, and fortunately Nick told me later he had been doing some official translation for the age. Lucky me. Be more careful. Found a new book today, a very special book. Cars are working. Why they need to work, I don't know, but apparently DRC wants this place restored to its original condition, so cars are working. Elevators work. Eventually Nick tells me this Rebecca age was amazing. I don't know what I read there. Let's read it again. Elevator works, finally. Nick tells me this Rebecca age was amazing, but he was put off of it. Games with the slaves from here were played there. Hunting game of sorts. Ugh. I'm not for hunting people, but the game does sound fun. Doubt Watson will want to approve that age too fast. DRC is planning on opening this place up in 2002. They of course haven't bothered to tell me that, but regardless it's true. Working on getting some lights going in here. I have a feeling inspections will be increasing. Watson informed me of the plans today. 2002 is the target. Thanks. Nick stopped by and we've got a little more information. Looks like there is some kind of weapon in our hands. At least it could be used as a weapon. After the lights. Inspection plan for next month. Lights are functioning, cars, doors, elevators. Not sure what else they'll want, but I'm sure they'll come up with something. Well, stupid me. I have an entire list of items that need to be accomplished for this place to be safe. I won't be taking any more ages after this one. Maybe a city location. I can't take this. Shrumi's back. Watched her all day, out of the blue. I think she's starting to like me. This could be good. I'll give up working for a short while. She's nervous, but coming back daily. I keep the gate down. She's trapped. Got the gate up with her inside eating frappers. Set her off. Pretty obvious she can be a nasty girl if she wants. But still, I'll have a shot. And I need to do it before Kodama shows up. Got her. Time for a surface trip with the important parts. I'll sink the rest. Ugh. Wooden walkways are fixed. Rails are up. Among the other things on the list of DRC requests. If this place isn't safe, I don't know what is. Inspection tomorrow. Nick has dropped off some more translations. Seems as though a major inspection into the illegal activities was going on immediately before the fire. Doesn't look like they found anything. Inspection went fine. I guess this place is safe now. I'm heading back to the surface for more tours, football and the holidays. Another missed playoffs. Oh well. Things are stressful here. 1 year to go for initial visitors and it is beginning to show. However, Sutherland dropped by today. Nice woman. We had a nice talk. I'm helping out in the city now. Not much work to do in Teledan. Clean up here and there. Maintain. I'm hoping for a certain location in the city maybe. Maybe my helping will get me some leverage with Watson. I'm enjoying the time with Sutherland anyway. More city work. Not much happening here. Nick managed to get me an extra Teledan book today. Good man. Shroomy is back. Obviously not the same one, but we've got a new girl here. Amazing. I'm curious to know how many there are now. I think I'm going to try and schedule another trip in the next couple of months. The trip was a success. Amazing. There are quite a few of these creatures all over. Perhaps a seasonal thing. Waters where I had been before. I found a pod of the creatures. And a bigger one. I'm not sure, but there seem to be young ones. The larger creature was absolutely stunning. I've never seen anything like it in all my days of hunting. I was actually a little frightened. This thing could have swallowed my boat whole. To take even a small portion home would be... I'm going to have to think this one through. Back to work here. I'm installing a gun of some kind down the docks. It's a Dani mining instrument, I believe. Regardless, the DRC of our people want it set up. Strange. Gun is up. Not working, but up. Lexman will have to get it working, or at least give it a shot. Not familiar enough with this kind of Dani technology. More city work and less skeleton works. Clean up the cages and the larger mushroom. Took out some crates and moved them upstairs. I think another surface trip is in order. Maria wants to go up as well. A little longer than I had expected for obvious reasons. Horrible tragedy. Yeah. 9/11 in between there. I had expected for obvious reasons. Horrible tragedy. I'm happy to have Dani extraction of sorts. I brought down a fish tank, at least the first part. Want to see if I can learn more about these flappers. I can get some young ones and some water from the lake. We'll see. The stress level is rising rapidly, only a few months out, and they are planning on bringing down some visitors. They're cleaning up a neighborhood for a group of new people. Interesting. Victor found some kind of communication device this week, a KI they are calling it. It's a very interesting device, I have to admit. Victor does seem to know his stuff at least. Talk to Engberg about a building in the city that I'd like to have, we'll see. Victor can't get to the gun for a long time. In fact, the DRC wants the whole thing taken down now. Fine by me. Found another new book today, perhaps I have my city location now. Great view as well. I'm moving some things there a little more out of the way. Glad I bought a more expensive fish tank now. Huh. Received a report from the surface. Patriots aren't doing well and I don't think I'm going home this holiday. I'll help here. Teledan seems stable, but Kodama has asked me to look at a different age and help them out. Sounds like an interesting place. Amone? I don't know. Anone? I can't. Or something. Why not? Strange place. Needs lots of work, but it's been good. I think I'm heading up to the surface. Watson had recommended we go up. Marie is joining me again. Wasn't supposed to be gone this long, but who would have thought the Patriots would win the Super Bowl? I don't think Watson is very pleased, but too bad. Visitors are down, and I wasn't here to see them. The DRC wants me to go through Teledan again, although I'm not sure why. This place has been cleaned up for months, typically of them. I should know better by now. Noosh roomy creature seems pretty happy here. Runs when the machinery comes on, but usually returns. I usually leave the gate down. KIs are working great. Pretty amazing devices. Haven't met any new visitors. Watson says he doesn't want me to. Typically bureaucratic nonsense. They're ready to open up the island. I have to admit I'm pretty excited about watching these people visit. I'd love for them to come to Teledan, but the DRC insists it's not ready. Not sure what more they want. A new group of visitors are coming. The DRC is really hyping this one. Authorized explorers. I enjoyed talking to Robin and Rand again. Nice guys. Hadn't seen them in a long time. The new authorized explorers seem to be enjoying themselves. Fun. I think Robin and Rand are the makers of Myst and Riven, and yeah, I think so at least. And there was also mention of like game people coming in, so that would make sense, right? Funny, DRC posts that restoration efforts will be given top priority this month. More meetings and more inspections when the age has been ready for months. If it makes them feel better. They did acknowledge that I found the book, wasn't expecting that. On an even funnier note, all meetings are being held in the Tokota? Now, I couldn't have asked for much more. So they made that public. Shumi was in here and I had to make up some reason to postpone the trip. If they had seen the equipment and such, in fact, it's time to get rid of some of this. If the DRC had come here today, it could have been bad. Okay. Phase 5 approval, what's that even mean? Simpson told me about a pretty strange stone, so I tried it out. I wanted it myself. I think I'll keep it here. Don't really care what the DRC thinks of that either. Stone is gone, vanished right out of my office. Where's Simpson? Got the stone back again. Simpson claims it was back where he found it. Regardless, this time I'm keeping it in a more secure location. Now phase 5 approval. I've been so angry this past month. I've been ready to throw in the towel and head back up. It's utterly ridiculous what they are doing. The safety requirements they are pouring out. Somebody had better do something before we have an all-out government down here. Although these threats on the forums may be something. The DRC in secrets is suspecting Sandy. This could get fun. Stone is gone again. How? Last time with the stone. I'm trying a more secure location. Gone again. I have to stone one more time. Simpson says he can't take it again, so I'm trying one more thing. Gut feeling about these creatures. Watching people here has been fun. Maybe the hour has been worth it. Stone hasn't gone anywhere this time. I think they're afraid of the hanging rocks. Interesting. Surprise, Rebecca was shelved. I saw this months ago. I saw this 1 month ago. This is wild. They're flipping out over there with these sandy breaches. Hilarious. I love it, of course. Of course, they haven't mentioned a thing to me yet. I'm sure they don't plan on it. Big meeting this weekend for the DRC. They don't know what to do about Sandy and it's driving them nuts. They think it's only going to get worse. I hope so. Not sure what exactly they're talking about here. Kodama wants to bet on surface games now. Who would have thought, but I'll take his money. On a more adventurous note, Nick got us into Rebek today. Amazing. I'd love to spend some time there, but we had to hurry. He tells me there is a new age as well with creatures. I'd love to... I keep clicking now. I can't stop. I'd love to get there, but I doubt it will happen. The DRC is sick to their stomach with the Sandy stuff. I'm on his side, but I hope this just doesn't make things worse. Sandy's getting them on his side. I wish I could describe Kodama. Wow, I love it. I did see his sign on the surface. No one ever seemed to notice it though. I guess he's making them. Ha. I'm not sure. Marie has lost it. A t-shirt? I agree with Kodama on that one. I was not sure what that is about. Kodama is taking money from me and it's driving me crazy. If I wasn't watching his veins burst in those meetings, I'd be much more angry. It's worth it though. Well, Sandy's unstoppable now. He's going to bring people down and they can't stop him. It is funny, but it's also more work. I want this to work for everyone, so I'm helping out more where I can. Still hoping for leverage on that structure I've been wanting for a few years now anyway. The Sandy stuff is great. I do think the DFC is going to be ready for them, but still more power to him. Amazingly, no one has officially talked to me yet from the DRC. Looks like Uru is it now, thanks to Sandy. Again. Christmas Eve until then. If I imagine hard enough, the spores look like a northeast Christmas. Not really. I think I'm holding back for the playoffs and New Year. Heading back for the playoffs and New Year. No playoffs, but still a good year. A good New Year. This should be a fun year for Denis. Also brought down some more fish tank pieces this trip. I think it's about ready, if I get a chance to work on it. Should be interesting to watch Sandy and the DRC as well. I'll be anxious to see who gets the power here. Looks like they're trying to get the upper hand, explain the Sandy story and be upfront about it. Watson had to convince some of his members of that one, believe me, but probably smart. Ages are being approved, visitors are coming down, I'm losing time to write journals. Closing, opening, I don't understand the idea, but the DRC is definitely trying to get ready for the new arrivals. Another large group just came down and it seems as though things are going fairly smooth. I've heard them talking recently about a house out on the island. They're beginning initial restoration, but I've got to find a way on that. Nick says the place is amazing. He's read some histories and the stories go on and way back. I'm going to talk to Watson now. There are rumors of a Denis survivor going around here. The DRC is keeping it low key, but it seems pretty reliable. Obviously, I'll be the last to hear, but I've got to find a way to meet him as soon as possible. Funny, it seems like a lot less people are in the city nowadays. The DRC is talking quite a bit about visitors' access to ages that they have not approved. They are a little irritated, to say the least, and trying to figure out a way they can control it. I don't think they can. Interesting. Finally got the gun up and working. Lexman is getting better every day. The guy's a genius. Watson stopped by as well to see it working, although he seemed more concerned with me cleaning up the scrap than the gun itself. Typically DRC. Out of the blue, Sonia Michaelis has contacted me, old friend from the surface, working for some paper up in Maine. Says she's coming down for a long period, wants to write. On a more typical note, Watson came by a few days ago asking me to name the wildlife here. They aren't finding the names that Denis used for a lot of the animals. I don't think he really appreciated shroomy and frappas. Anyway, I named the birds here Buggaroos. Buggaroos? I don't know. I think some part of that is Denis for big. That's what Nick said at least. Big bug. Wonder how they'll like that. Just returned from a short surface trip, went to last week's Patriots game in Philadelphia. Excellent game, what they needed after that miserable performance in first week, and another win yesterday. Terrence managed to meet me in Philadelphia and brought little Travis down with him. It was good to see them both. Sonia seems to like it down here. In fact, it looks as though she'll be staying for a while, longer than she had thought. And maybe working for the DRC in a similar role as Simpson. Fine with me. Another inside scoop never hurts. I'm going to try and get a pub down here. DRC has apparently made long-term plans to open up a new section of the city, and there is a spot I'd love to have as my own. Time to start being nice again and see if I can get it. It looks like this is actually going to happen. Major preparations are underway to open the place up The arguments for not doing it have been pushed under for now, and it's going to happen. When the hordes come, I've got to get out and meet them, talk to them. It's an opportunity to establish myself I won't have later. The pub is looking good, very good. DRC has no idea the books were ever there. Good work, Nick. And it looks as though they are going to let me have it. I'd love to turn it into something to show off my favorite trophies. Wouldn't be bad to open it up for others as well. Have to think about that more. Can't get to a game right now and it's killing me. Too much going on down here. But I will be there for the playoffs. Talked to Travis today and we're going wherever it is, although at this point I'm planning on Boston. It's official. The pub in Chitari is mine. Time to celebrate. Time to prove Kodama wrong. People are coming down from all over and I have to say they are good people. Smart people. See right through the DRC in their games. At least most of them do. Definitely will be sides at some point. A few of the visitors in particular have impressed me. Tusante, Tweak, Lucas and others. I don't know. Need to start writing down names, don't want to forget them. Engberg has been odd lately. I've heard it from many of the visitors and seen it myself as well. Pressure must be getting to him. Little does he know it's only making DRC look worse. Patriots win again, no surprise anymore. Bad time to be stuck down here, but these are critical times. Can't go to the surface now. This could be going very well. Spoke with Brian Fioca and Duskin. What? Tadabri? I don't know. Strange name. Yes. Can't even read it. I could see them as eventual leaders. Enberg is whining again. Not good. They've called a meeting. This better not mean the pub is gone. Excellent talk with Brian tonight. Good man. What is it with this Phil character? The man is disturbing yet intriguing. I was able to talk to him last night for a while in Chemo? He's probably just crazy, but if they will listen to him, he could be very useful. More people need to hear him. He's agreed to meet with me again. This could be just what I needed. Sounds like it may have been one of the best games all year. I may not have a choice but to make a surface trip for the Jaguar game on my birthday. I have to see how things are progressing down here. The DRC is obviously aware of Phil, as they should be. I have to say I'm hoping to have the distraction. I'm happy to have the distraction. I haven't heard anything about Engberg's call for a meeting recently. Good timing. Phil, what perfect timing. The things he showed me this weekend are beyond anything I could have expected. I may have bought into the DRC propaganda myself. Not again. The DRC knows so little of the power of the knee. It's almost funny. Yisha is the key. With her, there's strength. It's either Yisha or the DRC that needs to be the message, and Phil will help me in speaking it. They will listen to him. Didn't think I would be able to forget about what was happening down here, but sitting in the snow watching Poole run that interception back, this team is as good as I've seen them. I can't wait for the playoffs. Being back on the surface cemented my decision. I'll be coming back for Christmas. In the meantime, I think I'm going to cut down a tree on my Relto and decorate it for the office here. So what's a Relto? I don't know. But he has his personal Relto. Is it just like a personal age? He's cutting a tree down there, so I guess he can do whatever he wants there? I don't know. Need to find Phil today. Haven't met him in a while, and that's never good, even if the game was worth it. They've gone too far this time. The nerve of these people. The war has started. They cannot simply take Phil away with no reason and not expect consequences. I've given them consequences, and now it seems they will give me a taste of my own medicine. Kodama seems to have started the ball rolling. I fully expected this sort of reaction. I just hope I have enough people on my side when I need them. What a holiday. Though things down here are a complete mess, at least the surface is going well. Patriots won again. Was able to spend time with Megan, Sean, and Brian. Took him to the game, although down here it seems as though my credibility and respect is taking a downturn. Phil has apparently been killed, or at least that is what the DRC is saying. I'm not sure whether to believe them or not, but the evidence is not good. I've seen the pile myself. Watson has left for the surface. Too upset to stay. Lexman and Kodama are taking a rower. The city has been closed again. I'm losing my fight for this whole mess. It's too much and the people here seem to care little. It might not be worth it. Playoffs in 2 weeks, at least I have that to look forward to. It's been quite a year, especially recently. I have to say I never planned things to go this way, although looking back, it may be for the best. Watson has left. Somewhere Lexman and Kodama seem to be running things, which for the moment is definitely good. At least they are moving somewhere. Though I may not always agree with them, I like their drive. I'm thinking about giving it a little more time and seeing if I can't get my pup back. I've been keeping quiet lately on purpose, letting things run their course. I may have become a little too aggressive. There's no missing there. And I don't think I was helping myself. We'll see if I can't do things better this year. Still planning on heading up to the surface next week. Make the playoff trip a little longer than just a weekend. Though this baby isn't quite 4, it seems a good time to start a new journal. So this is it. My last entry for this book. 6 years in the making. Hard to believe. Man, it took half an hour to read all of this. But we learned some more things, I think. I really do think we learned some things. So it was not a complete waste of time. But we didn't really... yeah, I don't really know what exactly happened yet. So there was a power struggle. For sure. Is this just the way back, actually? It's probably just the way back, right? So what we really need is to solve that puzzle that we couldn't solve before. Because I think this is just going to take us back. Yeah, this is taking us back to the office building. So where's the spy room? Is this the spy room? No. Maybe this is the spy room. What's his name again? I forgot his name. Because, yeah, I mean, he mentioned all the other people's names, but not his own, obviously. Sharper. Doug Sharper. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what we need to do then. There are a few things we could theoretically work on. One is the weird machine thing, and the other one is the pressure rape room. Both of which I don't know what to do with right now. I found this one before, right? I don't know what it means. It's very weird. Yeah, I don't know what it means. And I'm pretty sure we can't go up any higher here. Nope. Cannot. So we can only go lower. I don't know. What's the purpose of this? There has to be a point, right? What are we trying to accomplish here with this? It's just so weird that you can't use this or this. No, sit down again, come on. And if we do this, it just stops the next one coming in above this thing. Closes the gates. No. But then we can't do anything. I'm pretty sure we could do something the first time here, but I don't know how we get back to that. It doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I just don't know, I guess. That's the bottom line. Do we want to... Yeah, let's turn this back on, I guess. And then leave. And end the episode, even though it's annoying. No idea what we're doing. Or what we're even trying to do. Man, okay. I mean, we learned a lot about this till then realm age. So there are whale-like creatures with a hard shell. Doug is a Patriots fan and he hunts weird creatures, so it's not the best guy. That's 2 strikes. And yeah. It still doesn't feel like there's much we can do right here. Does it? I think we have to figure out that pressure plate puzzle next. I don't know how. I also really feel like we need to turn this thing on. But I don't know how we would go about doing that. I think this is where we ended up from that one linking book thing. Seems super pointless. I mean, this is just not doing anything. It's just like going in a circle right now. There's no point to this. I do not know. I do not know what we need to do here. I have one more idea here. No. Which number is that again? Free? Yeah. So this is the gate, presumably? We would be able to open, but we can't get there because the walkway is broken. Yeah, I don't know. We might go somewhere else next. I'd really like to finish this age though, but I don't know if we can do it. Clearly the next step is that, well, maybe not clearly, maybe that's just wrong, but it feels like the next step has to be that pressure plate puzzle, which I don't know what I missed there. But I guess that's it for today. Another very uneventful episode without progress. I need to I need to get my stuff together here. I need to be more productive and just better. But for now, this is where I leave you. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.